Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Ghost in Depth. In today's episode, we'll be talking about the IED Nerf, and I'll be showing you how to survive IEDs because these two do tie together. You're going to get to see a lot of testing today, and I'm going to show you the lethal blast radius and some of the things that have been done with the IED. I'm testing out with a subscriber called Virus here. He hopped in my open lobby, and it took a little bit of trial and error to get the data right, and well, for me to not blow myself up. But I don't want to show you all the boring stuff. What we're going to do right now is we're going to skip right into the good, juicy data. The first thing I wanted to show you is that if you walk into an IED normally, it still kills you. It wasn't nerfed to the point where it's non-lethal. If you're close to it, you die. However, they changed the direction of the blast radius. It used to be completely spherical, so it would blow up in all directions and you're screwed. However, they removed the vertical component, so when you jump, like I just did, you survive, which was surprising to me that it worked as well as it did. And I'll show you again. If you're running over it, if you're walking over it and you just jump, well, it doesn't blow you up. It's not lethal vertically. It's only really lethal horizontally. And we threw them on the walls and we did some wall testing to kind of get a feel for exactly how much range they did and did not have. Took a little bit of trial and error. Some killed me and some did not. But at the end of all the testing, we were able to very accurately determine the size and shape of the IED blast radius. And that right there is kind of funny, just watching the IED from my point of view. So in 3 dimensions, if that is on the wall, it looks something like this, with the red being the lethal blast radius and the yellow being the total damage radius. You only have to jump or move a few feet away from the vertical position for it to not kill you. However, the horizontal position is still pretty wide and it'll get you pretty good. That can be very easily demonstrated here. We'll chunk one of these guys on the corner, and if you just go underneath the corner, you'll see that it's no longer spherical. Just going above or below it drastically reduces or completely removes the damage, so it's basically like flying saucer or disc shape. The detonation time is still very short at 1 second, and that's what gets me killed more than anything, is that about the time I hear the beeping, it's getting ready to blow up. You can also chunk them on ceilings still. That wasn't removed, however, because the, we'll say, vertical blast radius is lesser. All you have to do is duck and you will take damage, but you won't die. One thing that would be beneficial to you when avoiding IEDs is to have a headset so that you can tell what direction they're coming from. Sometimes my TV speakers don't tell you that. However, if the enemy has danger close, none of this will work at all. If they're rocking danger close, there's pretty much no escaping for it. The IED is lethal all the way out to the very corners of the blast radius, and the jumping thing doesn't work. However, blast shield will nullify danger close. Danger close and blast shield, they cancel each other out. However, if I have blast shield and ballistic vest, even with danger close, I have complete immunity from IEDs, and I can just walk over them and stand over them and kill them. I'm going to go ahead and kill Virus here because these are very, very frustrating for me. This, if anything in the game I hate people that chunk IEDs everywhere, and this is what I would like to do to all of them. However, after the nerf and after my testing, I've learned that by either simply ducking or jumping, I can most of the time avoid the blast radius of the IED. Instead of running straight ahead, a lot of people try to kind of outrun them and scoot past them. You want to either bank left or right to move to the outer edges of the radius if possible, and either jump or duck. Now, you really need to have headsets to tell if it's going to be above you or below you, so you're going to kind of take a 50-50 guess here and either jump away or dash and duck and shoot your enemy in the butt, kind of like how I'm doing here, because IED users do frustrate me. But you can survive IEDs now by just jumping or ducking. That's all for this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned something useful. If you'd like to check out the previous episode on the Bulldog, you can click the box on the left. It'll open a new window. The FP6 is going to be my next episode. That link will be live when the video is live. As always, if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe, and check out my sponsors down in the description. Drifter out.